to Cleveland, Ohio. Welcome to the Sunday afternoon edition of the NBA here on 2K Sports. And tonight, we've got the New York Knicks up against the Cleveland Cavaliers at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. With Greg Anthony, DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin and guys, the NBA is a shoe culture, and none is more popular than the Kobe 4. Originally released in 2009, last season almost a quarter of all NBA players worn them. That's not just a tribute to the Mamba, but a testament to a design that has stood the test of time. P.J. Tucker called them the best hoop shoe ever. Strong praise. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
So the New York starting five, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Junior's out there with R.J. Barrett, and it's Harkless in at the 3 spot. And for Cleveland, they've got Drummond. Stiff is out there with Garland. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Porter in at the small forward position.
Yeah, he's going to find a way to score. R.J. sniffing out the opportunity there.
Cleveland with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other one.
The Knicks off to a quick start here. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Trying to get open is Randall, and Barrett with the basket on the assist by Junior. Barrett's got his second basket of the night. It's been a slow start here for Cleveland. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
A great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And for years now, GA, Kevin Love, one of the better outside shooting big men in the game. He can really light it up.
I tell you, when Love gets it going, he is hard to slow down. Great on the catch and shoot. Hard to believe it wasn't a large part of his game until he was established in the... Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Love kicks to Garland. The three-pointer, no good.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Has to be done. Barrett, wide open, he fires. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Garland. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Bulls in Chicago. Shot to stop the run, and they pick up 2.
Well, Garland taking the bump that time, and pretty good focus on that play.
And well, Garland, the 5th overall pick back in 2019, had a slow start to his career, but around the midway point, he really started to take off.
And you wonder, Greg, in that rookie campaign, if that's a bit of somebody realizing the length of an NBA season. And maybe he made a bit of an adjustment in his body. Now in his second year, we can see some of the fruits of his labor in the offseason and him developing.
And stolen by Junior. New York moving it around. The shot by Harkless, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 12. And a wide open look for Porter. Drummond. And Drummond is right there.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
And Garland comes to help. Passes to Randall. Takes a three. Buries the long-range jumper.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Stiff the pass to Garland. Here's the teardrop. Robinson with the block.
Well, the ferociousness that Robinson can have around the rim is impressive.
To the paint. And Randall throws it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Pass to Stiff. Fires the three. They get the rebound. And Drummond is right there.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
There's the pass to Barrett. From down in the low post, it goes. Barrett's got 9.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Garland, the pass to Drummond. Inside, 6 on the shot clock. Garland, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. He's got 8.
And that's pretty tough for Garland at his size to be able to score around the contest.
Junior kicks to Barrett. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give them some space, let them get to work.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong, I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play with this era.
I bet it does.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And Thompson kicks to Porter. Pass to Garland. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Porter, no luck. New York leading by 18. Passes it to Vidal. Porter with a block. Here's Windler. Left side, Porter. That shot off. Great D that time from Gibson. New York's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. To the right side. Knox misses. Now Cleveland shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Well, at 6'9", Taj Gibson has the ability to get up there and throw it down.
The Cavaliers trail by 20. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Porter. Pass to Windler. Looking to end the run. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, Nance is just such a cerebral player out there. Does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
Out to the right wing. Junior dishes to Payton. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls.
Oh my God, he's got that.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Vidal. Windler with the rebound. Windler's got his 4th rebound in this one. And New York, looking at who they've got, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Barrett is out there with Junior, and it's Harkless in at the small forward.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Here's Vidal, and he uses the glass on the layup. Junior's got 10 points.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Here is Stith. He's covered by Vidal. Cleveland moving it around. Porter in the corner. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Yeah, Love can scan the floor. He's always looking for the late cutter and patient with that decision.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the 76ers, was outstanding. He finished with 70 points, and his passing was just incredible. He piled up an impressive number of assists. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Garland's checked in. And stolen by Junior. Pull-up jumper. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Clock at 6. Stith, the pass to Porter. The Knicks pull it in. Junior's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie, Greg. Unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he is going to be a handful to deal with. And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Out to the right wing. Here's Stith. That's in there. Love with the assist. Love's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, creating easy baskets for his teammates, just one of Kevin Love's strengths.
Over in the corner, Randall. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Garland kicks to Drummond. And there's the pass to Stith. And Garland has it in the corner. Another 3 for Cleveland.
So good to see Garland score the ball without dominating it.
New York's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. In the corner, Barrett with it. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Barrett's got 6 points in the quarter.
First 3 of the quarter and 3rd overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
Here is Stith, guarded by Vidal. Near the 3-point line, it's Love, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Over in the corner, Harkless. Robinson kicks to Barrett. Harkless the pass to Vidal.
Hey, right here.
Randall right side. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Love.
And his physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. but he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Kevin Love. And New York with a change here, too. Dodson's checked in for Maurice Harkins. Rejected by Vidal. That's good from Randall on the assist by Junior. Randall's got 13. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the second quarter. You know, people have talked about Julius Randall's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Nance comes in for Drummond. And Alfonso McKinney is subbed in for Porter. Right side Robinson. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Over to the wing. The wide open look here for Garland. Drills it from outside. 17 points in the game.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
But they recover it. And here's Junior. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here. And so it's the New York Knicks. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing a tremendous game here, guys, from Darius Garland.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Garland. Then there's Stith, and it's Porter. And at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
If you go stepping, when they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Junior with it. He's got 15. Pass to Portis. Now here's Junior. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
Now Garland. 25 points in the game. There's Porter with the 3. And it's Junior with the rebound. Junior's got his 6th rebound on the night.
I hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Now, here's Junior. D right on him. Here's Harkless. A three-pointer is right on target. Harkless has got himself on the board with 3 there.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Garland, the pass to Love. Count it, good. Love's got 4 points this quarter.
And sometimes it looks like for Garland, the game comes a bit easy, whether making plays for himself or others.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you. And New York making a change here. Gibson's checked in. Windler, the pass to Garland. And it's off from three-point range. The Cavaliers pull it in. Here's Windler. Now, here's Garland. Passes it to Drummond. Over Gibson. And Gibson sends it back.
Taj Gibson doing a good job of just getting the hands up, and then the instincts come into play with the block. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Cavaliers have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here's Windler. Barrett covering. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
And here is Garland. He's got 25. Here's Drummond. Will it go? And Gibson sends it back. And he gets it back. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Nance has got his first bucket of the night.
Well, Nance can be quick, and this time out-hustles his opponent to the offensive board.
Nance comes with the double team. Now, here's Junior. He's covered closely. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First free throw is good. And it's been said that history is written by the victor. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA, in basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings, but measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. And Nance kicks to Thompson. Exum passes to Bell. Pass to Schofield. 5 on the clock. From 15 feet away, Ntilikina with the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Vidal, the pass to Ntilikina. And Junior throws it down.
Ntilikina sensing when one of his guys was not covered, and then he found him.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Well, the fact that he has that many rebounds for a guy of his size and stature shows you he truly cares about grabbing possessions off the rim.
Vidal, count the basket. Junior's got 18 points just in the second half.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Exum with a wide open look. Hits it from three-point range.
Looking like a younger Draymond Green out there. Bell's willingness to give it up, a strong asset.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Smith is checked in for the Cavaliers. Dodson's checked in for New York. Here's Ntilikina, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Junior kicks to Nilikina. Stolen by Exum. The pass to Stith. Launches it. Another three for Cleveland.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now, here's Junior. Covered by Stith. And that one's good, Junior.
That's exactly the shot they're looking for.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Nance outside. The three. And Exum gets it to go on the assist by Thompson. Exum's got his second bucket tonight.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Here's Vidal. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Nance has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Stith. And he dunks it down.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
Now, here's Junior. Not a lot of room, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. A different look for New York. Randall's checked in for Gibson, and it's Payton in for Nilikina.
Texas got that.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. Here is Stith. 10 points for him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. From the arc. Pass to Vidal. Back to Payton. Just 4 to shoot. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And so it's the New York Knicks way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Knicks shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Elfrid Payton. Julius Randle is out there with Knox. Then it's Junior. And it's Dotson in at the 3 spot.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
Cavaliers shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Outside, Porter. Beyond the arc. And it's Junior with the rebound. Junior's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. Wouldn't matter.
Pass to Stith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bell, that's a 2-pointer. They grab their own miss. Here's Wade. The pass to Stith for 3. That shot missing.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Here's Vidal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Craig, we are in an era of positionless basketball. And we know the All-Star game now has a 2 backcourt, 3 front court position as opposed to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center when you're voting. Should they get rid of those designations entirely?
I tell you what, I think you can make a strong case for that. But you go back to last season, and many felt Jimmy Butler got robbed of a starting spot. I think listen, this is the fans' vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 players that the fans want to see the most play a certain position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes. You're still going to have your 7 other spots to kind of balance out the roster. I say just let the fans tell you the 5 they want to see, and let's go play.
Here's Windler. Rebounded by Knox.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Wade feeling it out a bit. Kicks the bell. Can they get it? You can't get that one. For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Here's Vidal, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Junior's got 47 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Wade outside. Here's Windler. He's defended by Randall. Windler, the pass to Bell. And it's Junior with the rebound.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going. With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
To the middle, here's Bell. Basket counts.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by New York.
Knicks have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Here's Vidal. Yet another bucket.
50 points for him yet again, and I feel privileged to watch this guy go to work this season.
Now he is pulled even for the 2nd most 50-point games in a single season. What a year it's been for him.
And to match 30 games of 50 points or more in a single season, it's unreal. That was a number that prime Wilt Chamberlain established back in 1963.
And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
This quarter belongs to them, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Doubled by Vidal. Here is Stiff. He's covered by Vidal. And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Such an agile and mobile big man. Tough to stick with Jordan Bell when he's slashing like that after setting a good hard screen.
Here's Dotson to the wing on the left. The shot from 20 feet away. And it's good once more. Nice make there from Vidal.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Wade passes to Bell. Here is Stiff. It's rebounded by New York. Knox has got 4 rebounds in this game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And again, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Here is Stiff, guarded by Vidal. Well, in the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, you know, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
And good, he hits it again. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Here is Smith, covered by Vidal. Pass to McKinney. Shoots a three. Connects from three-point range.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Junior with it. Launches a three. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And the foul called on Junior. That's it for... So no problem.